Biologist Thomas Lovejoy once said, "If you take care of birds, you take care of most of the environment problems in the world." Yet despite this insight, it is us who continue to drive the rapid declines in bird populations. One significant contributor is building collisions, which in the United States alone kill over 1 billion birds every year.
The human impact is cascading. These circumstances where you have multitudes of instances that happen that somehow decimate a bird population. Migratory birds, when they start going, it's like they are on a computer program that tells them, like, I need to go from DC to Brazil, but they can't see what we can see necessarily. And so they're gonna slam into a glass window because they think they could go right through it.
Lights Out DC is a program of City Wildlife, and we are looking for evidence of the problem that glass causes so that we can, A, rescue the injured birds, but document the problem so that we can educate and advocate for solutions, because this is a problem, an environmental problem that does have solutions. We can minimize outdoor lighting. We can use blinds on our house. We can do all sorts of things to reduce lighting and make the glass visible to the migrating birds.
The way that we look at birds is an indicator, because if they're out of balance, we know that the system is going to be out of balance as well. Most of our food comes from plants. Even if we eat animals, that food is coming from plants ultimately. The birds are important to disperse the seeds so that the offspring aren't competing with their parents for resources right by them. Not only for just the natural population of plants, but also if we're thinking about crop production and food that we would consume, a decrease in the population of birds that are eating insects that normally destroy the crops. You're gonna see more crop damage. You're gonna see like this void of the next tier of animals throughout the food web.
So we are driving to City Wildlife. It's the rehab center where our 4 birds that we've found on the bird walk between the NOMA route and Union Station, and they will treat them there. Well, determine what their injuries are. The injuries are not serious. I've actually had times where they have given the birds back to me and allowed me to release them. It doesn't happen super often, but it has happened before.
We have a hummingbird who does need to be released, and we're just curious if you're...
Yeah, I can do it.
That.
Yeah. In Rock Creek Park?
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
He's been in here for about 48 hours. He's good now, as you noticed. And what I would do is make sure there's some like low bushes around, simply because he's gonna wanna go into a bush and sit for a while.
You know, the people who do this, we definitely love birds. We definitely care about nature. We have all of those things. But, you know, one person can make a difference, especially when one person several times over, right? If it's me and it's Lisbeth and it's 3 one-persons every single day that are out here doing this, this is how differences get made. It's little things. And we won't be able to completely stop all the strikes because glass is here. But, you know, if one bird makes it that wouldn't have made it, then that's really, that's great, you know.
Over the years of documenting it, we were able to get a coalition together of environmental groups in the DC area, and we were able to help get a migratory bird bill passed that now mandates a new construction and substantial remodeling of buildings over a certain size that they have to use bird-safe measures.
While the local ordinance that City Wildlife's Lights Out DC initiative helped to foster in has remained secure, environmental regulations across the country have come under attack in recent months, including the 1918 Migratory Bird Treaty Act, which is often considered the bedrock for bird conservation in the United States.
Yes, it took a long time to get here. Have we taken steps back? Of course we have. Like, there are people who are always fighting against these measures because they want money. But, you know, there's nothing like community organizations that, number one, start the fight and then continue the fight and bring it up to the federal level. Like that, it's just so impressive to me to see it happen over and over and over again.